You can't eat what you want to eat. You can't go where you want to go. You can't hang out where you want to hang out. You cannot create new relationships. You cannot manipulate or greatly manipulate your current relationships. You cannot speak in a certain way. I mean, based on my religion, I believe you can't speak in a certain way. I believe that you really need to speak in a way for things to come to fruition for you in the future. You have to sacrifice your speech patterns, what you say. And I guess the major thing is, and I back up when I said the major, you really have to make a sacrifice on the people who you hang around, the people who you don't hang around. Some people have to be eliminated. And it's unfortunate, but everybody cannot coexist when it comes to your desired end goal or your objective. There's some people who are negative. They may be positive for you at another time, but at this particular time, they cannot coexist along with your desired end goal or objective. Well, my wife understands the Olympic process now, the Olympic training process now, because I used to live at the Olympic Training Center, and then I would go home every 4 to 6 weeks to visit my wife. My wife understands the investment, and she understands when things get close to Olympic trials that I have to fully invest in my athletes. She understands. That doesn't make it any easier. At times, I feel like I'm neglecting my son. I'm not spending enough time with my son. It seems like I'm spending more time with the athletes sometimes than I get to spend with my son and my wife. And that happens towards the end. I make a huge investment in the athletes, and it really pulls away from my time with my family. My schedule doesn't only shift, but my son's schedule shifts and my wife's schedule shifts, and everything in my life makes a shift in order to put them at the forefront for that period of time. It does affect the family greatly, just as I'm sure in Taraji's case, his training affects his family greatly. I know when I was an athlete, my family was affected greatly. Is it right? Is it not right? Who knows? I mean, the bottom line is you have to do what needs to be done when it needs to be done. The lesson that I learned as an Olympian is that winning is everything. A lot of people take that statement negatively, and the reason why they do is because you can only put a strong emphasis on winning when you put a strong investment behind your desire to win. If you're playing a kickball game and you lose, you say, oh, winning isn't everything. If you spent $30,000 to $40,000 on Visa, MasterCard, or American Express in order to train and travel all around the world, and you've had 3 or 4 surgeries, and you get to the Olympic trials, winning is everything. Please understand that winning is everything. I'm not concerned about learning some life lesson on that particular day, at that particular time, at the Olympic trials. No. Save those lessons for the playground and the kickball games and the pickup basketball games. Not at the Olympic trials. Not at the Olympics, not in the finals of the NBA World Championships, not at any of those times where we do not get a redo, a do-over, let's play it again, Sammy. We don't get any of that. It is final. And if you've never had that feeling in your life where something is absolutely final and there are no do-overs, you do not understand what I'm talking about, because I missed making the Olympic team in 2000. I had to place 3rd at the Korean Open, and I lost my first round match, and I battled back through the repechage, which is the consolation brackets for those who don't know what the repechage is. And I made it all the way back that evening to fight in the finals for 3rd place. And I got absolutely mollywopped.
But